Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show, we're actually going to be posing a bit of a question. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content. And that question is a pretty important one, and that is, what is happening with the state of the UK theme park industry at the moment? Because it seems to be going both really positively and really negatively, kind of at the same time, depending on how you want to look at it. And I would actually just be really interested to know what people's thoughts on that are. So in terms of positives, we obviously have the Universal Park, Universal Great Britain, opening in like 2031 or so. We have like Polton's Park, getting in a brand new land with their first like major roller coaster, which goes upside down. That's absolutely brilliant. We have obviously quite a few rumours and stuff like that. We obviously have a major new flat ride going to Blackpool Treasure Beach, and which is also really cool. On the flip side of that, we have obviously somewhere like Oakwood closing forever, potentially whether or not any other rides get saved or not, very much up in the air. You then also have like Margate Dreamworld, or Dreamland, whichever one it's called, permanently closing as well, or rumoured to be permanently closing. You have somewhere like Lightwater Valley being completely ripped apart over the last like 5 years or so, where you've no longer got the Ultima or anything like that. It's just a shadow of the park it used to be. And then you also have places like Alton Towers and stuff like that, where they have just taken out so many rides over the years that you've lost like the Blade, you've lost like Submission, you've lost Enterprise, and a few others as well. So you've got it where some of the best parks in the UK are going downhill. You then have it where some of the best investment which happened previously, so like for example with Hyperia at Thorpe Park, where that has been getting quite a few negative sort of like headlines and stuff like that, like Valiant for the third time recently and stuff. May have done it again, don't actually know, but you've got things like that, and it just leaves a really awkward sort of like taste in the mouth for it, because it's like on one hand the UK theme park industry is going from strength to strength. You've got lots of rides and parks which are being developed and built. You've got clearly money and investment going to the UK, and it's clearly a pretty major industry. I mean, the UK is home to about 200 or so plus roller coasters. That's a pretty decent collection. A lot of UK parks are really good. Admittedly not perfect, but they are generally quite good. We have a good mix of coasters and stuff. I will say, potentially don't have anything crazy elite at the moment, but yeah, hopefully that does happen in the future. But then at the same time, you also have it where we are losing some of the small independent parks, or we're losing major attractions from other parks. I mean, we've also lost things like Apocalypse at Drayton Manor. That was a bit of an awkward one, I suppose, because they did at least replace it with a brand new roller coaster, and that was also at the end of its surface life. But that was an absolutely iconic ride for that park. Bit difficult. So as I say again, it'd be really interesting to know what people think on this. I will say this video was inspired by news at the start of the year, where people were saying how theme parks in the UK had gone backwards and stuff like that, and I kind of agreed with them at the time, but then also there's been a few announcements since then where it kind of received it very much 50-50. I say it could go either way. Obviously you could have it where theme parks in the UK continue to invest and lots of new rides do open between now and when like Universal Great Britain opens, and you look at it and go, yeah, that's actually a net positive. Or it could be maybe we lose a couple of other parks, and then that before Universal Great Britain opens, and you're just looking at it and go, we've probably running at a loss. Yes, we've got an absolutely brilliant park, and then we hopefully still have Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, Blackpool Treasure Beach. That's a solid spine. That's gonna at least give people reason to come to UK for like tourism and stuff like that. But it'd be really nice if we had a few more local parks and stuff like that. Like I say, obviously you do have places like, for example, Polton's Park, which I've watched grow for years, and it is so excited to actually see it potentially get closer and closer to being actually a really, really good park. Hopefully they do continue investing, and hopefully their investment does work in particular. And then I say again, with somewhere like Drayton Manor, that's a park with lots of nostalgia for myself, and it's good to see them actually reinvest. And I also will be honest with Drayton Manor, they have lost a lot of good rides over the years, and it would be nice to see some of them come back as well. E.g. Black Revolver, oh my god, oh I love that ride. It almost felt like a hidden ride, but yeah, that's the sort of thing I'd love to see. It doesn't have to be massive scale for the parks, but yeah, just extra rides and attractions. Nothing, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, but just be nice seeing parks become full of rides again, and the parks we do have stay open and improve. I say, sad times with Oakwood closing. I say, it's a park that I've been to a couple of times in my lifetime, and it was always a good park. I really enjoyed it. Love Megaphobia, love Speed. Actually, one of the only places I've ever done the sort of sky coaster ride, the swinging vertigo one. First time I ever did it, and the only time I've ever done it was at Oakwood. So it has a little bit of a little special place in my heart, Oakwood. So a bit disappointing and gutting, to say the least, to see it going. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.